Hi guys, what's up? I hope you're doing fine. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to do a special YESSTYLE haul dedicated to my favorite like K-beauty product. They're all in front of me and I'm like, girl, this is a lot. But if you have seen my previous YESSTYLE video, you might know that like my philosophy about skincare changed a lot this year. I'm especially picky regarding like ingredients. I'm not taking products with fragrance inside because it's very like sensitizing to the skin. I'm still unsure about essential oils. I think some of them might be fine on like a small portion or small concentration, but others are just not fitted for my skin. Like I'm going to speak about one product in particular having like a certain like essential oil inside, and I think that was one of the reason my skin like freaked out. So the first step is cleansing, and for cleansing I have an absolute like favorite. I already bought like my next one because yeah, I was afraid of running out of the previous one, so I was like, I need it absolutely. And it's the COSRX Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. And I think I already spoke about this in a previous video, but it's an amazing cleanser, great for like sensitive skin, oily skin, and the ingredients inside are fine. You do have some essential oils inside, but as you're washing off the product afterwards, it doesn't really matter. And as said, like the opinions on essential oils really like differ. So I'm like, see for your skin how it works. If your skin is not reacting to essential oils, fine. If your skin is reacting to some essential oils, leave them be. And if others are fine, then just use them, you know. I'm using products with essential oils inside as well, and I'm like, my skin is not reacting to it. It's at the end of the ingredients list, so I can infer that like the concentration is not that high. Then we are going to go to the second step, which is like exfoliant and toners. So for my exfoliants I have the Wishtrend Mandelic Acid and the Some by Me AHA, BHA, PHA 30 Days Miracle Toner. And I have quite an opinion about this one. So this one is great. I have been using it for 2 months now and I'm using it once a week. And this one I have been using it for like at the beginning of the year, and this product made me break out like crazy hell. It's not a bad product, it's a good product, but my skin was not reacting nicely to it. The difference between the two of them is like the ingredients list. So this one has mandelic acid, and in terms of like chemical exfoliants, mandelic acid has like the biggest molecule, meaning it's less aggressive for your skin. Mandelic acid is considered as like the most gentle chemical exfoliant out there, if that makes sense. So for that, this one is better for me. Once a week, I'm fine. My skin is not reacting. Perfect. This one, really great ingredients. But for me, I think I've written it somewhere, like it has salicylic acid and citric acid, and the combination of both of them is very aggressive for my skin. It's a great product if you have like a skin that doesn't freak out because of it. And then you have like witch hazel inside, which might be sensitizing to the skin. What I do mind about this one is that it has peppermint oil inside. Putting peppermint on my skin is like, it's great, you know, when you have a headache, it feels like very refreshing, etc. But I wouldn't like use it on my rednesses, for example. At least at the beginning it was fine, but after 2 months my skin was like, okay, you're still going to put this one on me, I'm going to kill you. So yeah, it was like breakout party as hell. I was like, okay, I never had acne, but I was getting acne like 5 years late, which annoys me. Like now, depending on the products I use, depending of like my hormonal cycle, I just get pimples that I didn't get before. But it took me a long time to kind of like spot that this one was the problem. I'm going to put like all the links in the description down below, so if you're interested in one of these products, you can click down below and like probably have a discount. Yeah, maybe like 5% or something like that. It's a small discount, but still nice, you know, to get some dollars off the bill at the end of like checkout. So, and then we are going into the third step, which is essence. So I have one essence, the other one I put it in there, but it's not really an essence, it's an emulsion, but I didn't know in which category to put it, so I put it there. The 10 Free Most Emulsion by Etude House. If I had to like describe this product, I would say the composition is great. You don't have anything that is going to like sensitize your skin, but yeah, in terms of product, it's not an exciting product. It really like does the job simply and minimalistically. It's the Mugwort essence from I'm From. It has like only one ingredient inside. Yeah, it's on the pricier side, but it's definitely worth it. Mugwort is known to calm down the skin, so avoid any redness or irritation, calm down the heat. I'm getting red pretty easily because like the flash just shows through my skin and my face, and I get like, I don't know, the heat comes like up there all the time or very easily. So having a product like that is going to like make my skin chill a bit is very nice. So I'm using that sometimes. When do I use that? I think in the morning I'm using that, and sometimes in the evening, or just when I have the feeling that I need a little bit of calmness. Serums. I spoke about the brand BARR in my previous video, so I'm not going to speak a lot about them. If you are interested in them, don't hesitate to click up there in order to watch my video about these products. I love them. The Purito Snail Repair Advanced Serum. I love the brand Purito. It's one of my favorite K-beauty brands. I mean, they do carry some essential oils, especially in some products, and I'm like, it's not necessary, you know, you could drop it. But yeah, this one is really nice. Snail mucus is known to help for anti-aging or wound healing, as well as moisture. I mean, I love snail mucus products. Might seem weird, but they're really nice, and they're fitted for oily skin, they're fitted for sensitive and dry skin. It has no fragrance, the composition is nice, and it's empty, so might need to consider buying it again. It's the Purito Centella Unscented Serum, without fragrance, without essential oils. I'm really thankful that they did this product in this version, because I'm like, for people like me, it's better to have like nothing inside, nothing like sensitizing. And it has like great ingredients inside, such as niacinamide, Centella asiatica, which is like anti-aging, wound healing, brightening, and then you have like ceramide and adenosine for like anti-aging purposes as well. Centella asiatica is an ingredient that is used a lot in products for oily skin or acne prone skin, but if you have dry skin you can use it anyways. And then as step 5 you have the creams. So I'm going to start with like the BARR one, because I'm not going to speak a lot about it. It's a great one. I gave a sample to my mom and she was like, this one is bomb, and I was like, yes it is. It's definitely a product I'm going to consider buying again. It's actually pretty much like close on the run with this one, which is the Purito Dermid Barrier Sleeping Pack. And I bought it actually in London when I was there for Super M this year, before lockdown. During like quarantine, etc., I was like browsing YESSTYLE and I was like, okay, I'm going to see if they have this one. And they did not, and I freaked out. I was like, oh my god, this is not going to happen. I love this product. It's doing like so great on my skin. There's no way I can like drop it or like think that I'm not going to find it again, you know, because I'm not going to London anymore, or like not currently. I've looked yesterday and they do have it. It takes like 21 days to arrive in Europe because it's probably somewhere in stock in Asia. But I was like, at least they have it, so if I want to have it, I can get it. It's very, very, very moisturizing. I wouldn't recommend it for people who tend to have like blackheads or people who are afraid to block their pores because it's very like comedogenic. So yeah, for me it's great because I need the moisture. This one does have like, I think, one essential oil inside. It's at the end of the list and I'm like, okay, you know, it's fine, I'm going to accept that. But this one doesn't have any of it. Those two are definitely my favorites and I'm using them for the night. I was saying that Purito is one of my favorite brands out there. It is, but some of their products, I don't know why, but they go crazy on essential oils and I'm like, guys, stop doing that. In this one, you have lavender oil. And lavender oil goes in like the same kind of direction than peppermint for me. It smells amazing, but it's not necessarily something that I would love to put on my skin because I would be afraid that my skin is going to react to it. It has not for now. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'm going to continue using it, and the day I'm going to break out, I'm going to be like, okay, good bad. It's definitely a good cream for like acne prone skin, I would say. It is moisturizing as well for like dry skin, but I would say that something like that is maybe like more moisturizing. The alternative, and this has bergamot oil inside too, but it works heavenly. It's a unique Centella calming gel cream and it has a high concentration of Centella asiatica, 70%. It's a really high percentage. Everything you're asking for actually when you're buying a product. You might ask me, why are you using this product if it's a product fitted for acne prone skin? My skin does whatever the hell she wants. My skin is dry. I have sensitive skin. Sometimes she wants to be oily too, you know, so I'm like, well, I'm giving you the moisture during the evening and during the morning. I'm giving you like this cake you need to survive the day. What I really love about this one, it's a gel. It absorbs really quickly. I mean, it feels like so refreshing on the skin and just like cooling down the skin, and it feels great. It feels very satisfying. And my skin most likely is going to be like, oh, it's fresh, I'm going to chill now, you know? And then we're coming to the interesting part, which is like sunscreen. Never forget your sunscreen, because otherwise that happens. I take care of the skin on my face, but the skin on the rest of my body is like a little bit too lazy. Because I'm like spending like so much on the face that like for the body I'm like, oh no, because it takes time to like get used to like skin routine. Yeah, I'm tall, so I have like a surface to cover and I'm just lazy for that. So this is the one I've been using for the past 2 months, beginning of the summer. It's the Dear Claire's Soft Airy UV Essence. So it's a everyday sun protector. It's SPF 50 with the, like the broad spectrum, so you get like everything you need, or every protection you need. What I love about like some K-beauty sunscreen is that they put other ingredients inside that are good for your skin. For example, in this one you have niacinamide, adenosine, and vitamin E, which I'm like, it doesn't exist in our like European sunscreen. It absorbs quickly. I would say that it's long lasting, but I would apply it again if I would be like outside the entire day, because most of the time I stayed inside or I went out for a bit, and when I'm going out in the sun I'm most likely running to the shadows. So yeah, I'm not necessarily like the best example to review on how long that lasts. Been using that for the entire like summer. And then you have like the Purito Centella Green Level Unscented Sunscreen SPF 50 Broad Spectrum. The entire thing you want in a sunscreen. I actually used that this morning because I was like, well, you're going to review it and you haven't even opened it yet. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to put it on in order to see if like the consistency is great. No white cast for like both of them. Absorbs quickly. The only like big difference between the two of them is like the ingredients it comes inside, because in there you have the Centella asiatica while in there you don't have it. But in terms of like the other ingredients, I think it's like a little bit the same. But in this one you do have like one essential oil, the orange essential oil, which triggers me a bit. I would rather have them do it unscented too, and this one doesn't have anything inside. If you have sensitive skin, I would rather go with this one. If you know that you're not going to react to essential oils, then you might go with this one. But both are great. This one is cheaper though. Like in French we say it's kiff kiff. It's the same. Price-wise it's different. One has like essential oils inside and the other one's not. So that's the only point of difference, I would say, but otherwise it's the same and they're great. And yeah, the last category, and we're finally reaching an end. It's hot. So yeah, last category is going to be like masks. So the first one, and it's on the pricier side, but it's bigger like quantity, I would say. The quality is great. It's the honey mask from I'm From too. Like the first ingredient is honey. When you put it on your skin, it really feels like honey, but it's not that sticky. 10 to maximum an hour. Most of the time I put it for like 20-30 minutes, and when you rinse it off, well, she's looking healthy. But if you buy this one, you might avoid like spending too much on sheet mask, for example. It's definitely high quality, and I think in this one you do have like snail mucus inside, which is one of my favorite ingredients out there. With the honey mask, your skin feels younger after every application. Okay, that was weird. I love sheet masks because they're very convenient to use in terms of ingredients. Like sometimes every like shit they can put inside a product, they're putting it in sheet masks. In terms of like sheet masks, I have one for now that I really love, and it's the Goodbye Redness Centella Mask by Benton. And Benton is another brand that I really love. I have to say that despite the fact that there is a pimple here, it does calm the skin. The ingredients list is very like minimalistic. You don't have any fragrance inside, you don't have any essential oil inside. So yeah, and then we have like these two pimple patches, and if you don't know about them, they're great. This one worked on me while this one did not. This one, I used it I think like last week. I had like a pimple coming here as usual, like my pimple spot is here. So I put this one on, I left it for the entire night, and the next day I put it off. Yeah, it went away and like a day afterwards without like even coming out. I think if you don't know K-beauty or you're not into K-beauty, you don't know these ones, because I don't think they really exist here or like in the Western or on the Western market. But these ones are life saviors. I love them, I adore them, I think they're so great. Yeah, it's a new thing because I didn't know about them before. So yeah guys, that was all for this video. It's going to be a very long video. As said, all the products are going to be in the description down below. I have to do like a YESSTYLE order because I'm seeing my products running out and I'm like, this is not going to happen. This is me like freaking out, you know? I couldn't like go into like that much detail for every product, but I hope you were able to learn a bit and maybe like discover some products that you want to like try. If you enjoyed, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and otherwise I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.